Hi, this is Tabitha with the North Idaho Centennial Trail, and I have Hilary Anderson. She is Community Planning Director for the City of Coeur d'Alene, and we're going to talk briefly today about the importance of social distancing, especially on our trails and really on our North Idaho Centennial Trail. The weather is getting wonderful. We want to be outside because we've been cooped up. But we need to really keep some things in mind. And Hilary, can you kind of explain to everybody, especially our followers, our Centennial Trail groups, that the importance of social distancing and what we need to know as the weather warms up?
Yes, well, thank you, Tabitha. This is really an important time to get the message out because it is so beautiful and everyone feels like they've been sheltered with COVID-19, trying to stay self-isolated and all. So it really is important to make sure people are aware and don't forget when they're out on the trails that they do need to make sure they do the spacing. So the 6-foot spacing really is critical. You need to make sure that you're not in big groups of people, so 10 people or less. And typically it's best to stay with members of your household if you can. So if you're out on the trail and you're with friends or people that aren't part of your household, make sure that you are either walking or biking with that 6-foot spacing. Make sure you give adequate distance, the separation when you pass somebody. So if you're walking or biking, I think that's really important on all of our trails. And also to make sure that you are not touching other surfaces and then touching your face. The same guidelines we've been having for people. You need to not touch your face. You need to wash your hands frequently. Those are really important. And another thing, as it gets busier, people might want to consider wearing the cloth face coverings too, to make sure if they can't stay away from the crowds that are going to be on the trails, to make sure they protect themselves and others.
Awesome.
Those are the top things to be aware of out there.
Thank you. That was really, really important because we know, I was just telling Hilary, is that a lot of trails and parks and things like that are really focused or are shutting down in some big cities. And we never want to get to a point where we want you outside enjoying this nice weather and getting the air. I mean, we know how important, outside activity is for our health, mentally and physically. But I think Hilary hit the nail on the head, is that we just be aware of this, and we don't know who's outside or what's going on, and how quickly this can spread if we don't practice this social distancing.
Right, I think it's really important. We need to slow the spread, kind of flatten the curve, make sure we're not exposing ourselves and our other community members to COVID-19, especially those that are susceptible to it, and helping out Kubi Health and the other hospitals in the area by making sure that we aren't all going to be getting COVID-19 at the same time. I think we really have to keep the best practices in mind and protect each other while we stay healthy and enjoy our great trails.
Awesome, thank you. Do you have anything else to add for us?
I think that's the main thing, just we need to do our part, be responsible, enjoy, but don't forget while it's beautiful outside that you have to make sure you're aware of COVID-19 and all of the guidelines. So thanks,
Awesome.
Tabitha.
Thank you, Hilary. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.